Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters will...
Yo, it's classic with the classic codes. We got another reaction today. We heading over to 8 at the table for this one. But check it out. Before we get into the video, I need you to subscribe to the channel and like this video. As we go along, please feel free to drop a comment so we can have a conversation. We got to crack these codes, man. But you know how I do. We ain't going to waste no time. Let's get into it. I haven't watched this either, so it's going to be an authentic reaction today. Let's see what they talking about.
I think the problem is in today's society, there's a lack of intimacy generally. So you got men who are willing to blow your back out but won't kiss you in your mouth. And I think that lack of intimacy right there is another reason why she's not climaxing. So she's out here thinking like, yeah, I'm a real ass nigga. I move like these guys. I can date. I can have sex. I can have multiple partners and be fine. Not realizing that the core part of you still wants that piece of intimacy and you're not getting it, which is why you're not able to get there no matter what he's doing. That or you just jerk off too much. I don't know. Yeah. But either way, like I think those important pieces is what's missing because that's just not a part of what our society is right now.
Yeah, you kiss me and shit like that, it's gonna work for you. It's gonna work for us. I mean, like if you give me like, and I'll be trying to fight it, but sometimes like depending on who you are, you might be able to break that door down. And it'll be like, I really like you.
I think women do know that about men. Okay, women, Aaron. You're intimate. Real ones know.
Okay, before she get into the real ones, no, because I don't even know what that means. Real ones, no. Let me respond to what the first sister said. She said that the intimacy part is like missing from like sex. I'm not sure about it, right? Because I'm not actively out here being a hoe at the moment, so I can't give a testimony on whether or not people having, you know, lackluster sex when it comes to intimacy in that regard. What I can say is I do think we are in a society that is hyper freaky and hypersexual. And so I could easily see why somebody could be claiming to have, you know, emotionless or passionless sex, and I could see why I could stop somebody from reaching they climax. At least, I mean, from a woman's standpoint, because women always express how difficult it is for them to get there. At least on panels and stuff and platforms, you see women saying they have a hard time, you know, orgasming vaginally and all of that. So, I see where she coming from. I guess she has a point, but I mean, that's just a clear indicator that y'all not really moving the way that y'all supposed to be moving naturally, right? You're not supposed to be out here casually doing dicks. And these dudes ain't kissing you in the mouth because of the things you do with your mouth.
Real women know that, especially when you're having an intimate sexual experience, it's not just about penetration. It's about taking time, caressing, loving on that man. They know how to get him there. So when you say, I think that some women don't know, I feel like most women who are with their partners, this is not just a one night stand, right? If you're with someone, you're with your partner, you're trying to take that time to love him. You're not trying to be like, boom, all right, cool. You're not having a quickie.
It's the narrative that we should battle.
But I do agree.
How do women even dating niggas that they know?
I'm gonna come right back to the narrative is.
We don't want to turn this into like a male bashing thing. We actually want to be this. We want this conversation to be more educational than anything, right? And obviously, there's accountability on both parts, right? Some men not caring enough, some men not trying to perform enough, and some women not communicating enough, some women not being honest enough. And so what I want to actually ask is, how do we get there? How do we get to a place where, that 80% of women, or I believe it was 80,
90.
right? 90?
I think it was 90.
Oh no, it's 86 that don't have it just through vaginal.
Okay.
65%.
65. So how do we throttle that number?
Man, which number is it? Somebody said 90, then she said 86, then she landed at 65. Y'all nutting or not?
Or 65% of women that are, having sexual experiences without climaxing. How do we get that number down?
I think
So, well, to start, it's not about men not performing enough. You guys do enough performing. It's
Thank you.
It's about putting your focus and attention on pleasing the female during sex. Like, of course.
This all could be resolved if y'all just go back to locking in. Like, get in a relationship, work towards marriage, get married. You got a lifetime, shorty, with that coochie that God gave you. You got a lifetime with his penis that God gave him for y'all to figure out how to please each other. Y'all got all day, every day to figure that out. Y'all got the rest of y'all lives. Just lock in. Lock in. You it's weird for y'all to feel like y'all should be getting supreme performances from people that y'all dealing with in passing. Or even if it's just a hookup or a situationship, you're not getting supreme performances. I've only had a few girlfriends in my whole life. Them the ones that got some reasonably good dick from me. Everything else was mid or worse. I don't care about how you feel. I don't care about what you think about this. I'm just being real. I don't care. I'm not trying to earn a reputation, nothing. I don't care at all. I don't care. I promise you I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm sure there's plenty of other men who have that same sentiment. Like, shorty, I'm not here to make sure you get one. That's a luxury. He being nice at that point. Because this shit ain't no value associated with it. He didn't have to work too hard for it. He ain't have to put no title or no legitimacy on what this is to tap into it. But yet and still, you feel like it would be right of him to go ahead and make sure that you situated. And then how much time do that even take? Let's say it's somebody you only gonna end up having a few months worth of sexual exchanges with, because these mods out here catching, people out here catching 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bodies a year. So y'all divide that across the months. This shit progressing pretty quickly, right? Ain't that what y'all doing out here in the streets? Or I could be wrong. Drop a comment. But let me cook. For the people that's out here moving and grooving with some level of casual fluidity to what they doing, they racking up the partners slowly but surely. So with that being said, you got somebody, you think somebody gonna figure you out in 2 months? You think who? This ain't the movies, y'all. Like, what y'all expect?
You were pleased. You are always pleased. Whether it's a good nut or a bad nut, however you say, you get the orgasm. Let's put time in to this sexual experience to play with her clit, get her stimulated. Let's try to get her the big O. Just put time into that.
Now y'all want to put time in. He ain't have to put no time in to get here, to the point where the panties is down and the legs is open. He didn't have to put no time in to get there. But now y'all want him to put some time in. Listen to us, y'all. Listen to us. Listen to how stupid we sound. I'm saying I'm black. I'm not a part of the collective. Even if my consciousness is not in alignment with this, I'm still a part of the we. Because y'all like to get offended at y'all. So I use we all the time.
That. And don't worry too much about overperforming. That's one way.
I'm going to say, from an accountability standpoint, ladies, your man can't make you orgasm if you don't know how to make yourself orgasm, right? So first you need to find out what you like, what you don't like, and work on articulating that to your man. Second, lube is your best friend, okay? So the more lube you have, the easier it's going to be for you to climax. Second, work on your intimacy. If you're not in the moment and you're thinking about
y'all thinking what I'm thinking? What you talking about? Secondly, lube is your best friend. Hey, shout out to the women that blessed me with the opportunity to bless them with the opportunity. Shout out to y'all. But anybody ever mess with me? Gratefully, we ain't need no lube. Never needed no lube. What's she talking about? Or what's she talking about? Huh? No. No. Don't tell on yourself on the internet now.
19 other things, or you're thinking about him coming before you are, and you so caught up in your head on when is it going to come, he's still not making you come, you're never going to get there. So I think that starting on those few things is a great way to like make a conscious effort in being in the game with him and not just asking him to get you there by himself.
Right.
God,
And so to build on what you're saying, we want to encourage women to talk, right? To talk about what is going to make them have an orgasm. So in order to create an atmosphere for that, we can't shame women. And this goes back to your original point. We can't shame a woman for saying, well, I want it this way, or can you do it this way or that way or whatever, because I know that that's what is pleasurable to me. And when I say shame, we don't want to hear, oh, is she a hoe? How many niggas you done been with? Doesn't fucking matter. I could have been with everybody.
Yeah. She be directing in the bedroom.
Right.
No, it matter. It matter. It matter. If to get hey, I ain't any woman I dealt with in a serious capacity, we didn't have no orgasm issues. And never once, gratefully, and God bless those women, was it a situation where it's necessary for you to have to thump it out to get her there. If she talking about don't shame women. No, we judging, folks. If you got a drill town to get her there, if you got to get OD aggressive to get her there, fam, that's saying something, folks. I ain't trying to hear it. Drop a comment if you think I'm wrong. Let's talk about it. That's saying something, folks. If you got to dig her out to get her there, folks, we judging, folks. What been through this motherfucker? What been through here? We judging. Don't tell us, no, we judging, folks. Make better decisions. Bring shame back. If people knew they would be shamed, they'd be more proactive, right? With their decision making. You know what? I ain't finna turn up to this level because I know how I'm gonna be looked at. So I'm gonna make better decisions on the front end instead of making all these decisions and then trying to tell us what we should accept. No, that don't work like that. That's not how that go. It don't go like that.
Right.
Do this shit right.
Yeah. Right. You know what I mean? So
Not Chief. We were with you until Chief. We're gonna stop there.
Sorry.
But I think that in order to do what you're saying, which is us taking accountability and learning how to express that, we have to have a safe place to express it. We can't be met with, well, ain't nobody else complain, or we can't be met with, oh, well, you a hoe. How many niggas you been fucking? You can't be met with that level of resistance when you want me to tell you what I want.
I feel like also coming from an accountability standpoint, I know.
It sounds disgusting, doesn't it?
Ladies, we gotta cut back on the toys.
Yeah.
We gotta cut back on the toys, the vibrators, the rolls, because that's really like it does give the best orgasms, I'm not gonna lie. But it's kind of fucking us up. It's kind of fucking us up when we get in the bedroom with an actual human being and we're not able to achieve that same orgasm that the toys give us.
It's muscle memory.
Yes.
You're getting muscle memory from using the toys.
Crazy muscle memory.
Yes.
Yeah.
But and let's be honest. Let's just ask the question, why are women relying so much on toys?
So which came first?
The chicken or the egg?
Woo!
That's the sound.
I'm asking questions.
That was very poetic.
And there's
Alan.
more women than men, and they're focused on monogamy. How about that? Now, let's also get into it, right? Men, I'll do it since, Aaron almost lost me, but I gathered up, because I didn't like your last statement. We were doing good with the accountability piece, but I'll still hold on to the accountability piece for us men because I'm a professional. Yeah, yeah, whatever. I'm a professional and I'm gonna do this for the men. Listen, I didn't even know that this existed until recently in my life, where I heard a story about, you know, a woman critiquing a man and him lashing out. I never knew that that was a thing, but clearly, you know, y'all know better than me. So what I'm gonna say is, if a woman is telling you what to do to please her, put your ego aside. Regardless if you had, you know, 99 great ones, this is one that you haven't conquered yet. So put your ego aside and understand what she's actually trying to tell you. And if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. It's okay. You can't please every woman. You can't please every partner. And that's just the reality of it. Sometimes if it doesn't work, you can try to do better. And if it doesn't work after that, just learn to toss it up. Don't take
Here go Rico tight roping again. I told y'all, boy, he will he will go over there to that side of the fence and, you know, say hi and ladies, I'm Rico. What's going on? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And he he'll go outside the gate and climb up on the fence and he tightrope that fence. And then he'll throw some real shit at the end. Guarantee he'll try to end with like some real nigga shit at the end after this low level pandering.
it personal. It's just not gonna work for you, Billy.
Yes, brother. Tap my glass.
Who's Billy? Don't ask me.
Tap my glass. Say it.
Silly Billy.
No.
Listen, when all the women in the room want to toast you after you done talking, you just got done pandering. Pandering or simping. In his case, pandering. Because Rico know better. I done listened to enough of his content. Like, he know better. He know niggas don't get no fuck for real.
So, like, tap my glass. No.
Rico, Amanda's trying to cheer you.
Act like you don't see.
Amanda's been trying to give you a cheer.
I'm done with her.
No, that's
I'm done with Amanda. You know, all right. So if I was asked, do men fear the answer, so they withhold asking the question of did I please you? I feel like that's just an inconsiderate man. And he could fear it because he doesn't know, but he could also not care. You know, me, I'm a type of person, I'll ask and I don't care, because if I only ask if I plan on hitting it again. Because if I hit it the second time, I'm gonna ask so then I know how I can make the experience better. But if I know I'm not gonna revisit this, I ain't asking no questions, which I'm not mad at. You know what I'm saying? So women, if he don't ask you, he might not plan on revisiting. I'm just being honest. You feel me? Nice to a
What I tell you, Rico was gonna do, I say, I guarantee you he end with some real shit. I told you.
woman who's had bad sex in a relationship for X amount of years, whether it be 1, 3, 5, or 10, first and foremost, kind of go piggybacking off of what they said, is you definitely need to explore yourself, explore your body with yourself, spend that time alone, investing it into your own pleasure, and then work on how to iterate it with your man. Now, if you iterate it that way, in whichever way it may be, and he's not receptive or he's not capable, you have two choices in life. You can either stay and suffer, or you need to move on and find happiness. Because in my eyes, in my opinion, if you're not happy with your sex, you're not going to be happy in that relationship after some point in time.
There were 3 options though, but you left one out.
Yeah.
Nah, he right though. Yeah, if you're not sexually satisfying your woman, G, she gonna go get that. She gonna go get what she need, fam. I'm just letting you know. She gonna do it. She gonna go get what she need.
What was the third one?
The man's perspective.
What's
the rest of the segment.
You know
The
what I'm
rest
saying?
of the segment is probably gonna be y'all ladies talking.
All right, go ahead.
It's all yours, ladies.
I'm glad we got that out. I could actually sit back and watch Aaron eat strawberries.
What are we answering? I think that. Where did you get that?
I'm not
tiny
going to
thing
encourage
from?
that behavior,
Huh?
but
Oh, we have utensil. I'm like, where did you get a
Oh.
tiny fork?
isn't it lovely? Oh, you want one?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I just wanted to know where you got it.
All right, I don't know what they talking about. All right, let's bring it in. But yeah, man. I think this conversation probably could have. I mean, it seems like they covered all the points, right? Like some of the stuff I said, Rico swung around to getting around to saying the same shit. Like a lot of times, the sexual marketplace is full of like frivolous behavior. So to have such expectations is almost like you playing yourself. The best way to have such expectations is to be dealing with somebody who values you If somebody value you, then instantly off nothing, they gonna want to know if they could do better, even if they think they doing all right. They, you know, if a man value a woman for his ego's sake, he may want to get to a point where he feel like he the best she ever had. That may require some communication. You don't know what she's had, especially in today's time. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a long-term relationship she was in where they really got to know each other sexually. It may take you some time to pass that level of like consistent pleasure. You know what I'm saying? So these are all things that they could have probably got into a little bit further, but all in all, it was a reasonable conversation. I like 8 at the table. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with them. I'll put a link in the credit section in the description. Before you leave, make sure again that you subscribe, comment, like the video. And if you don't do nothing else, man, stick to the codes. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.